And here we are again. My name's Ed Pratt, and I'm making a connection with Kung Fu, especially Hung Foot, and sparring, the techniques and the applications I used when I was competing, when I was doing full contact fighting and point sparring, right? One of the things that was instilled in our training was footwork, right? From fighting stances, but footwork is movement, obviously. So for my fighting stance, from here, the first footwork is to step out. And you always get yourself at an angle, right? You're back in fighting stance. The other footwork is stepping out, getting yourself out of range, but putting yourself in an angle to counter. Then one of the hardest footwork was to make the person miss, and you'll end up behind them, right? Which was the other footwork, where the person comes in, you step out, and you spin behind them, especially if they're charging. So if Ed steps, fighting stance, and he steps up, step up, I move to the side. This gives me an angle, a counter, right? Go back to fighting stance, right? He steps, step, I'm here. This gives me the counter, back to fighting stance, right? He steps, I spin around, now I'm behind him. This is ideal for self-defense and, you know, the other stuff, right? You always want fighting stance. In self-defense issues and matters, whatever, I want to take the person's back, right? If I can get back here, then I can do all of this stuff, whatever. Hit the oh, he's trying to counter me. I just hit the vulnerable points. Okay. You hit the pressure points. There are a lot of pressure points in the body that we know of, right, to give us the results we want, right? But the key thing is moving around. So, the most important thing in sparring is distance. We have to be sensitive to distance. So just knowing him, the size, the structure, I know the distance that's safe for me. I know his kicking range, his hand range. If he's taller, I'll figure that out already. That comes from practice, that comes from training, right? But he steps, I move. Right? He chases, I'm moving. Right? It's always moving around. I'm always keeping my distance, right? Why? Because if he wants to reach me or connect to me, he has to take a step. He takes a step that allows me which way I want to step, or gives me options in which way I want to move. Fighting stance. Now, if he's too close, if we're this close and we're touching, then this is where sensitivity comes into play, right? Because I can't judge with my eyes anymore. I got to judge with feeling, right? So if I'm here, he moves, I can tell, right? Right? As you saw, you know, I'm relaxed. I saw his hand come out. This block was my shoulder. This is sensitivity training. So he moves. I'm not paying attention to him, but I'm already connected to him. So move. I don't care. You might land, whatever. I can feel him. Do whatever. It's there. I can feel, right? I can feel. I can sense. If I'm here, I can't see him move. These are the movements, right? So you move here, move whatever. I don't know. I can tell that. So I can tell. He landed that, but I turn my body anyway because I can feel. So did I get 100% of that punch? No, obviously he's going to land punches. Right, but when I'm this close, or when we're this close, if I am touching him, do whatever, I can feel, right? Did he land all the way? No. I moved back, came close, but he's in trouble because he's off balance. Why is he off balance? Because he thought, if he landed his punch, boom, I'll fold, and he can ground off of me, right? This is what I was talking about, sensitivity training, which comes from Roshu or push hands or sensing hands. You get to sense the person's energy or how much power they're moving with. So he moves, I'm not really looking at it, I'm sensing him, move, do something. It's there, do something again. It's there, do something. It's there, right? I'm feeling, right? I'm feeling his structure. It's that. I'm not looking at him. I'm just feeling. I'm using my peripheral vision, but I'm also connected to him, right? I'm sensing him just from his movements, just from how he's moving. I'm moving just enough. Those who've sparred with me know exactly what I'm talking about because they've experienced it, right? It makes me a nuisance. It makes it difficult to land a clean punch because of sensitivity training, and I'll expound on that. So what do I mean by that? So Ed, hold my wrist. Right. Tense up a little bit. So when somebody throws a technique, it's tension. From training, because I'm relaxed, you can feel and sense more. Right? So just get your balance. You balance. Alright? Tell them what's happening, right? Look at my structure. This is what I'm doing. Tell them what's happening to you. Am I moving my hand? Are you moving to the left?
Yes.
How is that? Because we're connected, right? I'm moving internally to move him, right? He's on his heels right now, right?
Yeah.
Right? So if you let go, you're off balance, right? So sometimes, I learned this years much later. So when he touches, I've turned, I've already obstructed his structure. So throw that punch, it's there, that's throwing him off. Then that turns, he's off balance. Right? If my hand's on his center, throw a punch, he can't because I pushed him away. So that punch never came. So that's another reason why we have hands up. Right? Because if I touch, he punches, I already push. Well, I'm already connected to his feet. Right? If he touches here, he presses, I'm not fighting him, I'm stretching. I'm letting him stretch me out. Right? Because he's stretching me out, he's balancing off my structure. Watch when I turn, he goes. It doesn't matter which size you are. And the reason why that works is because I made myself a trampoline. And what this trampoline does, the body's elasticity bounces the person out. Yes, I'm a strong guy. This is power, but then we're fighting. Right? But if I stretch through my structure and relax, that's destroying or throwing off his alignment, his balance. Right? So if he puts his hand on my shoulder, right? Push, I'm relaxed. I demonstrated that before, right? I'm relaxed. The moment I tense up, push, then he has something. So I don't tense up, I relax. So interesting enough, those of us who've done this, these are all exercises, movements to open up the body, right? Those are all opening up exercises. Those are Qigong exercises to open up the body. So press down my hand here. So he presses. I allow him to stretch me out. I can move him, right? I've demonstrated that on big and heavier people. So it's just the mechanics of alignments and movements. We live there. Thank you.